What is up everyone, welcome back to the channel, and today we will be looking at the current progress of our Longbow Shadow Chaser. We'll be checking out the equipment for PvE, the refines, the upgrades, the enchantments, the pet skills, the pets, and the shadow equipment as well in this video. So let's go ahead and take a look at where we at right now in our Shadow Chaser building, and we'll be discussing as well the future plans for our Shadow Chaser. So here's the current equipment of our Longbow Shadow Chaser. We are currently using a PvP Longbow. Unfortunately, it does only have an exclusive PvP effect. However, it does have a high P attack and 5 slots for our cards for us to be able to, be more flexible for our card selection. So yeah, because the only other option that I have is the Falcon Longbow that I was using in the past, and tearing it up is much more expensive than I expected to. So I just opted for, the Eagle Longbow so that I could use it for PvE and for PvP as well. Next will be our Odin set. This is what you get for, doing your Endless Tower or buying Endless Coins in EC. It's very helpful in tanking bosses and tanking mobs. It does also have the effect that raises your final damage bonus, so it's a good set for DPS. Another thing to consider is that it is already gold tier equipment, so that no matter how much you upgrade or refine your Odins, you can always transfer it to your Murphy. So refines and upgrades are dual purpose to your Murphys. For the accessories, we are using two strength rings from Eclipse, so Lunatic Heart Necklace, two of them, both at +9s, and one is broken. For the talisman, I do have the crit damage talisman. I know a lot of people are asking like which is better, strength talisman or the crit damage talisman. I actually wouldn't know because I don't have the strength talisman with me. It's very expensive, and currently I don't have any plans of swapping into it. My primary reason will be I'll be losing a lot of crit, and this is where I get most of my crit actually. Like for example, right now I do have about 150% of total crit. If I am to take off the talisman, what I'll have is only 96 total crit. So that's about 50 plus percent of crit that we'll be losing. And we'll have to compensate by either equipping, crit percent cards or getting crit from other sources. So for now, I'm keeping my crit damage talisman. For the awakenings, we currently are in still upgrade 80 because I've been trying to tap upgrades for them for a while now, but for some reason it keeps on failing, so I'm just still stuck in here, and I'm just trying to get to the 90 right now. So yeah. Next is our enchant. We are currently on enchant 16s for everything, and as much as possible we need to awaken that with a qualified count of 18 orange enchantment affixes so that we can get the increase of 80% on our enchants. So again, people, enchants are better than refines in my experience. So it's really much better to focus on your enchants. For refines, we are still in +8 awakening, so we have everything at +8 and above. Actually, I only have 3 +9s, which are my accessories. So I don't have any plans of tapping them anytime soon, because, firstly, they're expensive, and secondly, I'd rather focus on the enchants. For the enchants that I use for, PvE, boss hunting, and instances, dungeons, it is highly recommended that you have race enchants on your weapon, like what I have in here. I was hunting a Ghost Ring or Deviling or Dark Priest. I'm using my Demon enchants, and of course Size enchants for the accessories too. If possible, you can also have six lines of Size enchants and then 3 lines of race enchants like what I have in here for, let's say, when I'm hunting Orc Hero, I have Demi-Human on the weapon, Large on the two accessories, and then Earth on the talisman. That will give you a little bit more damage than just having size, 9 lines of size enchants on your equipment. As we know, the more modifiers you have, the more multipliers you have, the better your damage will be. So for example, we have our Ghost Ring in here, and I have Demon enchants on my weapon as well as Medium, as you can see in the screen. So we'll try to hit it with a couple of skills and then we'll change enchants to, like, let's say final P damage bonus, so that we can compare which one is better. So let's hit it with a double strafe and a triangle shot. So with that, we did about 36.2 million total damage with just 2 skills. Okay, let's try swapping to final P damage bonus. So currently we still have medium damage of 228.74, but we don't have bonus damage to demon anymore, just like what we had. We only have 6% right now, but our final P damage bonus is 107.34. So let's do it again. See, with the 2 skills, we only did 16.7 million of total damage. That's almost half of what we did on the race enchants. So I highly recommend for everyone to have race enchants on their weapons for every race, especially when doing boss hunts. So as you can see, whenever I want to swap out enchants, I have them ready in here. I have my PvP setup, my swapping setup for swapping between medium and large. As you can see, I have 3 separate accessories that houses the enchantments for swapping. So all of these 3 have large enchantments. If I want to transfer it, I can just do it with a click of a button. If I want race and element enchants, I have them save up on a ranger loadout. For example, this is for brute and neutral. This is for demi-human and earth, demon and shadow, undead, and then strength enchant and a talisman. PvP enchant and Vit enchant and a talisman, as well as haste talisman. But I don't really use this because I just did that for an experiment. But you get the idea. For the pets, I still have the same set. The main pet has blessing, strength, and Vit. All the others have strength, Vit, and dex to support our survivability and damage. You may see some people putting agi in there if they want attack speed, but since we're not using attack speed right now because we have been using the low level double strafe and low level triangle shot to stack dip, we don't need that much attack speed anymore. So we can just stack on our strength and boost our physical attack, as well as the other damage modifiers like crit damage bonus, your final P damage bonus, your race, your attribute, and your size. So that's it for the pet. Let's look at our shadow equipment. So we are still on SE7. We did an attempt for SE8, but unfortunately we failed. So right now we're still stuck on SE7. So with the SE skills, we have Dip 2 at level 5, DS2 at level 4, TS2 at level 3, and for the contract, we use the ranged toxic attack for your, the additional damage during releasing your ranged toxic attack for boss hunting. Now let's take a look at the current skills in the skill rotation for our Shadow Chaser. So we do have our Hide on 10, 1 level of Faint Bomb so that we can get out of tough places, a combo skill which has low levels of double strafe and triangle shot for fast dip stacking, so that we can use our main skill, which is going to be the ranged toxic attack or RTA. Next is a staple, which is enchant poison, and also I use shadow spell max so that we can do splash attacks. This is actually very good. So this is, for example, this is without shadow spell. See, I'm only hitting 1, but once I do cast it, I'm hitting now 3 of them. and it's very good. It's very good for clearing mobs, or whenever you're in KVM and GVG, people tend to group up. You use that, and every one beside your target will be hit. So that's actually a very good skill. Next is Play Dead, so that I can swap enchants whenever I'm in battle, because we are not allowed to swap enchants if we are in battle. We have to get out of it, and I use Play Dead to do that. Next is Detox for some monsters that can poison us. For example, Toad. So I use that. For the others, I just have some passives. Of course, improved dodge, your dip, your evoked, a repeated shot at max level, vulture's eye, excuse me. Detour attack for when I need to copy skills, Gangster's Paradise for the additional P attack, Dormancy so that we can reduce our cooldown while hiding. We don't use Shadow Possession in PvE. Deadly Infect, I don't use that in PvE too, that's for PvP. And yeah, that's it. For the copied skill, I just use a Precision Shot Max, the one that we copy from Rangers. This is a new one. Basically gives us 2 triangle shots. So whenever we do triangle shots, it does like another attack, a triple attack. Let me show you. So I only have triangle shot in here. So see, there you go. Let's try doing it again. There you go. One is 22M, one is 17M. It's very good. It's a very, very nice DPS boost. Yeah, that's about it for these skills. Now let's take a look at the cards that I have in here. See, every loadout will have slightly different cards in them. And currently we're looking at the medium. So on the weapon, we have our Scorch Fang card for the final damage bonus, a Strafe card for C damage, a Skeleton Worker card for an additional medium damage, and 2 Raider cards for additional C damage. For the clothes, I have the NO card for PvE, which gives us HP 5% and C damage 5% as well. And the set effect that gives us P attack 5% and C damage 8% for 10 seconds. For the cloak, we have our Spectre card, gives us lifesteal. Another Scorch Fang card in the boots for that final damage reduction, and additional lifesteal for when we are low. For the accessories, in the talisman, I have the Golden Kylene jewelry, gives us C damage bonus 5% and final P damage bonus of 4%. Another card will be Golden Card A, gives us 15% damage to medium monsters. And for the others, I have the Hammer Wielding Kobold card, gives us strength and final crit of 10%. For the headgears, we do have 3 2-slotted headgears. So we have our Ken-O card, the partner of the armor card that we have. So it gives final P damage bonus of 9 and C damage of 6%, together with the set effect. We also have 3 VCD cards, or Axe Wielding Goblin card. Each gives us minus 2.5 seconds of VCD, which helps us spam the low level strikes and triangle shots. So I have 3 of them, and then 2 Marduk cards for that extra final P damage bonus of 4% each. For the large, everything else should be the same unless I haven't fixed it yet, but primarily the only change that will happen will be on the weapons. So instead of the medium card and 2 Raider cards, I have 2 minnow cards for large damage bonus, but I still have the Straff card and the Scorchfang card, as well as one Raedric card. So yeah, in this set, instead of doing the Scorchfang combo, it seems that I have the Ray card for the movement speed, but I should always be using the Ray card for PvE. So yeah, that's about it for our PvE set. Okay, so for future plans, like, my plan of progress, I plan to focus on enchants more, so I won't be doing some refines anytime soon. So I wanna, raise my enchants a little bit more. I know it will take some time, but with all the experience that we got from Global, as we know, the damage comes really from the enchants that we have. So that's what we'll be working on. For the cards, I think I'm planning to change the Marduk cards to, Dark Priest cards or any other higher damage cards like maybe Mastering cards, but I think best in slot will be Dark Priest cards because it does provide Poison Enhance and Ghost Attribute Enhance. And as we know, our main skill for Shadow Chaser will be the Phantom Raid. So it says here grants 12 stacks of Ghost Power, changes weapon attribute to Ghost, and increases Ghost Enhancement. The amount of the increase is equal to the caster's current Poison Enhancement. So what happens is that our element is being converted to Ghost, and all our poison element, like no matter how much poison we have, it will be converted to Ghost, and it will be added up to the current poison enhancement that we have. So that's basically having two enhancements whenever we do Phantom Raid being added up on top of each other. So the more poison and Ghost that we have, the better. And Dark Priest cards provides both. So that's basically plus 24% automatic all in one card. That's why I think it's going to be very good. So for the others, I think I'm gonna change this to Ash Toad whenever we get the chance or a drop. That will be very nice so that we can, get more from our equipment. And so that we can also take advantage of the incoming and the current gold talismans like the PvP talisman and the strength talisman that will come in the future. For the weapons and the armors, I don't have any plans of changing anything anytime soon unless I get a better drop. Like for example, I get like an MVP weapon drop such as a free Yoni. Maybe I can change one of these cards for that better one. Or let's say a Moonlight card drops, which is gonna be very good, and then I can use that instead of this. Or Dracula card for the cloak. You know the works. So there. Well, with PvE, we are still not on par with the the Rangers, of course, because they are built for that. They are built for boss hunting. But with the recent update on our RTA, we can push for a little bit more damage right now, and we can be a little bit more competitive as compared to what we have before, and that's good. Say for example, I think I recently hit Dark Priest, yeah. So I did good damage to Dark Priest in here, and it's actually nice. But when the whales are awake, I mean, it's gonna be hard, but you can still rank within the top 15 given that if you have the proper enchants. For example, in here I was using Demon and Medium both at 200 above percent, and it gave me good results. So that's about it for my current progress at level 90, and I know that we each have our own different progresses. I mean, some people might be lower progress than mine, and some people might have higher progress than what we currently have. It's just that we each have our own different journeys. So, I mean, let's just enjoy the ride, and we'll all get there eventually. So, yeah, hope you guys pick up something on this video, and I'll see you soon with another soccer related content or Shadow Chaser related content. I'm still trying to get to used to say that, and yeah, thank you very much for your support as usual. You guys have a nice day.
sunshine.